What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Great Tools Wrestling. I hope you're doing well and you're ready for another review. Thank you for clicking into this video. And if you're new around here and you like what I do, then smash that subscribe button. It's time to talk about WWE Backlash. And let's talk about the positive, shall we? Let's talk about the Bloodline. The show belonged to them. The way this show kicked off, the first match of the night was phenomenal. And the ending as well. No one saw that coming. Everyone was talking about Jacob Fatu. No one saw the brother of Tama Tonga Loa coming in. No one saw Tanga Loa coming in out of nowhere. And the GOD, the Gorillas of Destiny, and now in the WWE. We have to talk about the other matches that were really, really good on this show. We have to talk about how hot the crowd was. They were phenomenal tonight. Every time the WWE go to another country, they cook. The crowds are always on fire. First time in France, the fans were phenomenal. They were brilliant. Every match, they were there. They were listed. They were on fire. It was brilliant, phenomenal. The matches themselves, while predictable, were very, very good. But we have to talk about the first match the most, really, because that was the only match that had any interest, in my opinion. Didn't see it coming. It was a normal tag match that got switched because I couldn't stop brawling at the beginning. Out comes Nick Aldis, changes it to a street fight. They brawl all over the building. There's tables. There's all sorts going on. They're brawling. They're fighting. And you think KO and RKO, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are going to get the better of the Bloodline here. But you don't see it coming. You don't see Tanga Loa pull the referee out of the ring and cost them the match. You see Solo Sikoa with the spike on KO get the win. And then in the end, you see the Bloodline, the new Bloodline standing in the ring. There's so many questions going on. What's going to go on from here? Who's in charge of this Bloodline? Is it Solo Sikoa? Is he acting on his own? Or is there someone else in charge? Maybe a final boss. It's obviously not Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. Clearly, like Paul Heyman said, he hasn't heard from Roman Reigns since WrestleMania. You saw Paul Heyman backstage. One of the best moments of this show, the look he gave Jey Uso as they all walked past Jey on their way out of the building as Jey was walking in to go up against Damian Priest for the world title. That was a great moment, one of the best moments of the damn show. The look Paul Heyman gave Jey, like, I don't know what's going on here. Please help. Remember the good old days of the Bloodline. They're way gone now. What's going down now is serious. And who's in charge? It can only be one person, in my opinion. It has to be the final boss. Wasn't happy with what happened at WrestleMania, so he's putting together a new Bloodline with maybe a new tribal chief. Let's see what goes down, because I still think, I do believe Jacob Fatu is on his way in as well and will join this group as well. We'll see a new foursome, a new 4 members of the Bloodline this year and see what havoc they cause. And maybe we'll see 4 old members of the Bloodline go up against them, maybe at War Games. That could be quite interesting. You could see Roman Reigns come back with the Usos and maybe they get an honorary use to help them out one night only. It could happen. It could happen at War Games, in my opinion. Maybe that's where they're heading with this. It would be pretty cool, in my opinion. I'm loving everything they're doing with the Bloodline. The Bloodline are running the damn show again. Like I said, the rest of this card was good, but it was predictable. Let's have it right. You knew who were retaining their titles and who were dropping the titles. We did have new champs, new tag team champs. But we knew every other title, they'd only just changed hands at WrestleMania. But they weren't going to do it now. You knew out the gate that Bayley ain't losing the title. The only saving grace was that Tiffany Stratton didn't eat the pin. It was Naomi. This was a decent women's match. Really good. Tiffany Stratton was amazing. Bayley really good. Naomi really good. Nothing to complain about. Apart from the fact maybe after the match where Naomi goes and hugs Bayley with a smile on her face after she gets pinned. Apart from that, yeah, not a problem with the match itself. Just you knew Bayley was winning. Damian Priest retains against Jey Uso. Where do we go with Jey Uso now? Yeah, you got the Judgment Day getting involved, and it looks like there could be a break-up there. But Priest, without the Judgment Day, he ain't going to be holding that title up for very long, in my opinion. I mean, they helped him tonight. How many more times can he get away with them helping him, and then when he doesn't want them to help him, what's going to happen then? Will he be able to hold on to the title? Doubtful. Then when he doesn't have the title and he doesn't have the Judgment Day, where does he go from there? We saw who he was before all of that and before all of this. Like I said, we got new tag team champions, women's tag team champions. We saw it coming a mile off. You knew Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, especially Jade Cargill, coming into the company or just a couple of months ago or weeks ago. And she's only had a couple of matches. You knew she weren't losing. You knew she weren't losing. So we've got new tag team champions. The Kabuki Warriors dropped the titles on their way out of SmackDown. And new tag team champions, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. It was an okay match. I thought Jade Cargill was all right in this, what she did. There are a few dodgy moments, but overall, it was okay. Not a bad match. But again, predictable. There would have been no way you could have put money on this because it was just far too predictable to show. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. You knew who's winning. Again, predictable. That was the problem with this show. It was very, very predictable. Good match. You know it was going to be. It's AJ Styles. It's Cody Rhodes. But you knew who was going to win. So overall, does it matter? Where's the story in it? Where do we go from here? Can Cody Rhodes have a story, please? It was boring. Sorry. I'm a fan of AJ Styles. I'm a fan of Cody Rhodes. They could have done something different. Something interesting, not just a match. Felt like a house show. Felt like an episode of SmackDown. Not overall, not very exciting. I'm sorry. It's just far too predictable. You knew who the winners were going to be. You knew the outcomes. It was just far too predictable going into it, the build up to it, and the outcomes. And that's the fault of the creative team. That's the fault of the new era. Is this what it's going to be? It's just far too predictable. The only good thing that happened again, the Bloodline. The Bloodline. That's what we're talking about. They're carrying this show again. Like they have been. They're the reason pro wrestling's cool again. And this young group of the Bloodline now are having to carry it again. And this time they got no titles. And they're still carrying the damn show. See how long this lasts with Cody, shall we? If they don't give him something interesting and some decent storylines, let's see how long this lasts before he's not getting booed out the building. Believe me, it's going to happen. If they don't do something quick, something interesting. Let's find out, shall we? See you next time. Thanks for watching.